Here with me, Turkey expert Dr. Eytan Cohen Yanarocak. Hi, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you very much.
I want to point to something Nina said that we keep discussing that is really, I think, one of the most important about how Erdogan is dealing with this. A total change in narrative. This is all about a celebration for him of a sort of new independence.
Great. I mean, you're totally right. He's always emphasizing that we are living now in a new Turkey. And of course, if we are talking about a new chapter, so basically we need a starting point or a very, let's say, a very crucial point in order to for the future generations, so that the future generations will always remember that. For instance, when we are talking about the daily lives of the Turkish people, when you're looking at the coins of the Turkish lira, now there is a special coin for the 15th of July. And for instance, another important issue will be the Turkish school textbooks. In September, we're going to receive the new curriculum, and in that curriculum, we are expecting to see new sections about democracy, coup d'etats, and how the people heroically resisted against this military coup attempt.
So we see him really not just in language, and I imagine tomorrow in the speeches that are to be made, but even in education, trying to write history according to how he would prefer it to be written and learned. The opposition that we see that is still active in Turkey, what options do they have?
Not very much. First of all, they have to attend to these anniversaries and to all ceremonies. Otherwise, you're going to be... Yeah, it is required. Otherwise, you're taking the side of the coup perpetrators. And in this case, they are trying to emphasize that there are two types of July 15th. July 15th of the people and July 15th of the palace. July 15th of the palace is Erdogan hijacked it according to their point of view, and the July 15th of the people was the authentic one that was not, we cannot see right now because according from their perspective, the palace hijacked it. So in this case, of course, they will be present in all the ceremonies, and they have to listen what the president will say. And if they will be provided, of course, they will also have to give some speeches. But today, what we are seeing that Turkish society is becoming more and more fragmented, and it is very much visible right now.
After that referendum in April that gave Erdogan vastly more expanded powers, is there any chance looking forward that that opposition, or not even somebody who was formerly a part of the opposition, like to speak out against his government in any way, can actually do so, or his grip on power will only get tighter?
Okay, let's analyze who are the opposition leaders in Turkey. First of all, we have Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, who is the leader of the Republican People's Party, and he is behaving as an opposition leader. But we also have another personality figure called Devlet Bahçeli. He is the leader of a nationalist movement party, but he is basically collaborating with Erdogan, and they are, because of him, let me say, they have the majority in the parliament, so that they can have already extensions for this state of emergency. Erdogan cannot pass this state of emergency in the parliament without the support of Devlet Bahçeli. So in this case, we cannot also talk about a united opposition against Erdogan. We also have another opposition leader called Selahattin Demirtas. He's the leader of the Kurdish party, and now he's in the prison. And as far as I understand, this is why Devlet Bahçeli is supporting Erdogan, because he wants to see Demirtas, the Kurdish leader, in the prison. So, in my opinion, this is the price that Erdogan is paying to buy the support of the Turkish nationalists of Devlet Bahçeli.
Briefly, what do you expect to hear from the president tomorrow?
Tomorrow, that the people are in power in Turkey, not the army anymore, not the elites, the secular elites of the time. Whatever people would like to see in the government, they're gonna see in the government. It would be like a total reflection. And I would like to make another point. In every this kind of important speeches, Mr. Erdogan is talking sort of Turkish that is more like a street Turkish and not a more qualified high Turkish.
All part of the changing language and narrative. Yeah. Thanks very much for that. We'll bring you those events as they happen tomorrow live. We'll be right back. The cyber attacks nobody is talking about. Don't go anywhere.